Hi, and welcome to the University of Hertfordshire. This is the Offer Holder Day presentation for the BSc Honours Sports Studies portfolio of degrees. This presentation will include information on our degrees such as the BSc Honours Sports Studies, the BSc Honours Sports Development, the BSc Honours Sports Coaching, the BSc Honours Sports Business Management, and last but not least, the BSc Honours Sports Studies with Psychology. My name's Danny Buckley and I'm a lecturer on the Sports Studies degrees, and I'm also a level 4 year tutor. So if you opt to come and study at the university from September on one of our degrees, I will be your first point of call throughout your first year of study. You would usually find me based at the university either in my office or in a lecture theatre, but unfortunately, like many of you today and all of my colleagues, I'm self-isolating at home. So this presentation will be presented virtually by my colleagues who are also lecturers on the Sports Studies degree. But as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us by email and we'll do our best to get back to you with the information that you need. I wanted to start by thanking you for your interest in our degrees and our university. And I hope this presentation provides you with the information that you need to have a successful application to one of our degrees from September. We hope you find this content useful given the current circumstances that we are in, but we look forward to answering any questions that you might have about any of our degrees or our university. And even more so, we look forward to welcoming many of you to our institution from September. I hope you enjoy the presentation from myself and my colleagues. And as I've said already, if you have any questions, please contact us by email. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Danny, for that introduction. My name's Rebecca Savyuk. I'm the admissions tutor for our Sports Studies portfolio of courses here at the University of Hertfordshire. And what I'm going to do now is hand you over to our programme leader, Lena Hatchett, to talk to you and welcome you to our Offer Holder Day programme talk.
Thanks, Danny and Rebecca. Hi all, and welcome to our virtual talk. I'd like to warmly welcome you to all of our degree strands, and I hope that you find this talk useful and you're able to gain some valuable information. I look forward to meeting you in September.
Okay, I'm going to take you through the entry requirements for our portfolio of courses. We start off with a 104112 UCAS point tariff. What does that mean for you guys? It could be for your BTECs, your level 3s, it could be MMM or DMM profiles. It could be A-level, BCC or AA. We do prefer, sport or P related courses. If you've got your GCSEs, your English and your maths with minimum grade C or 4 is preferred. And then when we're reading your personal statements and your applications, we do welcome students who have experience in sport leadership, coaching, volunteering, admin, marketing or the private leisure sector.
So every student that selects a degree from one of the BSc Honours Sports Studies portfolio, such as the BSc Sports Studies, Sports Business Management, Sports Development and Sports Coaching, not Sports Studies with Psychology in this case, will study a common first year for the first year of their studies. The reason being is we still provide students with the opportunity to change their strand and change their pathway when it comes to the end of the first year. We understand that students fall in love with certain topics and fall out of love with the topics they've selected. So we like to provide the students with a broad first year, a common first year, to allow them, to give them the opportunity to discover what interests them the most. As you can see, the graphs are split. There's two different types of boxes, as you can see on the screen. So the sports coaching, foundations of sports coaching and the physical activity and sports policy and practice are both double modules. They're both 30 credit modules. And what this means is you will study them throughout semester A and semester B. So from when you start at the end of September until when we finish for the academic year in May. Understanding sports industry and developing an academic approach are slightly different because they're just semester A modules. So you'll study them from the start until just after the Christmas period. when you will then pick up and swap these modules for sports business management, national and international perspectives, and sports as a social and global phenomenon. As you can see, the colours also represent the strands that we offer. So the sports coaching strand is always going to be in yellow for you. The sports development strand is always going to be in red for you. And the sports management strand is always going to be in blue for you. The two alternative options and the two that are not coloured in this instance, the first module is developing an academic approach, which is designed to bring every single student up to speed in higher education to ensure that you enter your second year at the same level with the skills expected to graduate from a degree. Sport as a social and global phenomena is our sociology module, which is also taught on the degree by one of our lecturers, and it gives you an introduction to the area of sociology of sport. Once you've achieved and passed your first year with a minimum of 40% as a pass grade, you will then progress onto the second year, where it becomes a little bit more specific towards the pathway that you have selected.
Thanks. I'll now go through our sports studies strand. So students would have completed level 4 and they'll now progress on to level 5 and level 6. At level 5, students need to complete 120 credits from the range of 150 credits available. So what this might look like as a student, you might be interested in our applied sports coaching module, whereby you'll begin to link theory and practice in more depth. Students might choose our sports development modules, such as facilities and funding, global perspectives of sports development, or even high performance sport. Students might also choose our leadership and management of sports events module, whereby you begin to raise money for local charities through targeted sports events. Students can also choose our exploring sports ethics module and begin to look at ethical issues through a sociological lens. At level 5, students can choose our research methods for sports studies module and begin to look at research methods in more depth, qualitative and quantitative, and carry out a research proposal, which is really exciting. Students also at level 5 can carry out our sports experience learning module and begin to gain work experience hours in a chosen topic. At level 6, students will again need to take 120 from the range of 150 credits available. This might consist of our advanced sports coaching module, or development modules such as behaviour change, insight and evaluation. Students might choose our sports business management modules such as creating business strategies or enterprise and entrepreneurship. At level 6, students can carry out a sports studies research dissertation and go out and gather qualitative or quantitative research in a chosen topic, which is really exciting. Students at level 6 also have the option of doing our sports studies experience dissertation, where they can gather work experience hours in a chosen area, and this is really valuable for employers. In particular for sports studies, students have the ability to choose a range of modules that they might want to study, which makes this strand really unique.
Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Claire Jenkin. I am a senior lecturer here in sports development, so I lead on the sport development aspect of the course. Danny's done a great job at explaining our first year. So the sport development module in the first year, physical activity and sport policy and practice, provides you with the basic information on sports development. Then in level 5 comes really exciting stuff. In semester A, the facilities and funding for active communities module delves into domestic sports development, so sports development here in the UK. For this assignment, you'll work with local sport clubs to write a Sport England funding bid. This can be to try and help them increase participation or buy new equipment and things like that. The other sport development module in semester A is the process and practice in high performance sport module. So this further explores elite sport, so understanding the structure of sport at the elite level and why and how some countries and teams may be more successful than others. Into semester B at level 5, we look at global perspectives of sports development, which explores international sports development. So for this, we look at mega sporting events such as the Olympics and World Cups, and we also explore how sport can be used for political or diplomatic reasons. For example, Qatar hosting the next Men's Football World Cup. Then in level 6, both of the modules and respective assignments will combine academic rigour with practical application. So the Insight and Evaluation of Sport Development module will enable you to do a monitoring evaluation report for a sporting organisation using appropriate academic theory, whilst the Behaviour Change of Physical Activity and Sport module will see you undertake a behaviour change intervention on yourself. So that may be trying to increase your physical activity levels. So you would have to write weekly blogs about that, and then using behaviour change theory, write up a report as to how it affected your activity levels. So we think these are really exciting modules that use appropriate academic rigour and theory, but very much linked to practical application to get you ready to work in the sector.
Hi, I also double up here at the University of Hertfordshire as an expert on our BSc Sports Coaching programme. I'm going to take you through what our second and third year looks like as part of that degree strand. The Applied Sports Coaching module starts off by looking at sports coaching pedagogy, behaviours, relationship and philosophy. We then go into the science of sports coaching, periodisation, needs analysis, nutrition, strength and conditioning and performance psychology. We then finish by looking at some more applied practical based approaches, teaching games for understanding, problem based learning, sports coaching, sports coach learning, mentoring and reflection. As a student here, as part of your second year on our programme, you then look to specialise in a research methods proposal and study of your choice within the field of sports coaching, and a work experience role within the field of sports coaching. Now, at second year, those modules will help you to prepare for your sports coaching research dissertation and your sports coaching experience dissertation. In your sports coaching experience dissertation, you're required to undertake 130 hours of experience within the field of sports coaching and write that up. And for me, the most exciting module at third year is your sports coach research project dissertation. Now, in that module, you are the researcher. You start to uncover and decide on the area that you've kind of fallen in love with and create a project that you're truly passionate in. You become the expert in your field of sports coaching. And lastly, we've got the Advanced Sports Coaching module. So that runs across semester A and B. And within that module, we really begin to look at contemporary issues within the field. For example, the sports coach as an orchestrator, or the idea of sports coaching as a holistic concept.
Hello again, everyone. My name's Dr. Mike Callan, and in this little short video I'm going to talk to you about the honours degree route in sport business management. If you choose to take the sports business management degree, you'll do the same common first year as the other degree routes in the sports studies portfolio, and then in your second year, what we call level 5, you'll have some compulsory modules related to sports business management and some optional modules that you can choose which you want to study. So you'll do 60 compulsory credits in leadership and management of sports events, in research methods for sports business management, and you'll also do sport experience learning, or work experience as some of you might be more familiar with. And then you can choose a range of options. For example, you could choose exploring sports ethics. You might be interested in the process and practice of high performance sport. You could look at facilities and funding for active communities, or global perspectives for sports development, or you could keep a sports coaching element to your portfolio and look at applied sports coaching. Then when you get into your final year, what we call level 6, you will have 90 credits of compulsory modules related to sport business management. So you would be doing creating business strategies for sport, and enterprise and entrepreneurship in sport business management, alongside a research dissertation and a sport business management experience dissertation or work experience. Your optional modules at level 6 that you could choose come from behavioural change in physical activity and sport, or insight and evaluation of sports development, or you can follow advanced sports coaching. So that's essentially your portfolio of modules in relation to the honours degree in sport business management. Thanks very much for watching.
Hiya, it's Lena here again. So I'll briefly go through our sports studies with psychology strand just now, in particular for level 4, level 5 and also level 6. So at level 4, students will need to complete 120 compulsory modules. This will mainly be made up of our sports development modules and our sports business management modules. And then for the psychology element of the degree, students will need to complete a range of psychology modules which are highlighted in green. As students progress to level 5, they'll need to complete 105 credits of compulsory modules, again mainly made up of our sports development modules and sports business management modules. Students will also have an exciting opportunity to take part in research methods for sports studies, where you'll be able to look at qualitative and quantitative research in more detail and carry out a research proposal, which is really exciting. Also for the psychology element of level 5, students will need to complete a module entitled Individual Differences. Students additionally will need to choose one 15-credit optional module, and these are highlighted in green. As students progress to level 6, they'll need to complete 90 credits of compulsory modules, and again these will be made up of sports development modules and sports business management modules for the sports strand. Students will then need to progress their research knowledge and undertake a sports studies research dissertation. Again, this is a really exciting opportunity where students can go out and data collect research in an area of interest. Students will also need to choose two 15-credit optional modules from the psychology strand, highlighted in green.
At the University of Hertfordshire, we're very proud to be awarded a gold standard for our teaching excellence. So the TEF, Teaching Excellence Framework, is a national process by which universities are ranked on the quality of their teaching and the support that they provide for students. It is a government-backed scheme. There are 3 different categories: bronze, silver and gold. So to be awarded gold in this national ranking system is a fantastic achievement and one we're very proud of at the University of Hertfordshire, and it demonstrates our commitment to quality teaching and providing the best student experience possible. SIMSPA is the Chartered Institute for the Management of Sport and Physical Activity. It is a body which aims to provide professional standards in terms of individuals who go out into that sector. They are working towards a certain standard for each role, and also SIMSPA is working with universities to endorse programs against these professional standards. The University of Hertfordshire is one of a handful of universities that are involved in SIMSPA. So the University of Hertfordshire really is at the forefront of the drive to actually professionalise the university programs so that graduates are ready and able to respond to employer demands. So the University of Hertfordshire, like I said, is working as a partner with SIMSPA, and the aim is to have our programs endorsed by SIMSPA so that we can say that at the end of a degree that our students are able to meet standards associated with certain roles in the sport and physical activity arena. And so there are plenty of opportunities for students to be SIMSPA members and continuing professional development opportunities that will result from being affiliated with SIMSPA, and also the kudos and credit in the industry of being associated with such a strong industry leader. SIMSPA is the professional sector body for sport and physical activity. It operates across 5 different streams. So you have leisure operations, exercise and fitness, performance, sport and administration, community sport and physical activity. So what this means is that SIMSPA has professionalised standards and professional roles which cut across those 5 different streams. And so if you are a member of SIMSPA, you can work towards achieving the requirements for roles within those 5 different streams. And within those roles are opportunities to have leadership and management opportunities in terms of the roles that are existing within the sector. There are professional standards for support service roles, and there are also professional standards for technical roles. And so enrolling at the University of Hertfordshire on the Sports Studies programme and the other specific degree strands that we offer provides the opportunity for students to be able to work towards professional standards in those 5 streams and in roles at the level that are indicated on the slide: leadership and management, support services and technical roles.
Hiya, it's Lena here again. Thanks so much for listening to our virtual talk so far, and I hope you've really found some of the information that the staff team have provided interesting and useful on the various different courses that we offer. So you might be thinking at this stage, why choose these courses? So I'll highlight a few key points for you. Students studying the Sport Business Management strand are able to take part in an exchange trip in the final year, and they go to Utrecht University, which is really, really exciting. Students also have the option to complete a sandwich year for the University Study Abroad programme, which is another great opportunity. Within the final year, students take part in a poster presentation day, and therefore they're able to gain conference style skills, which are really, really relevant for employment. The university and the course have excellent links with alumni, and a mentoring scheme enables students to be supported from level 4 all the way through to level 6. Also, in terms of the majority of our sports courses, they'll be taught on our De Havilland campus, which means that students will have top class sport and fitness facilities available, which is absolutely brilliant. As a staff team, we are so excited to see you in September, and we hope that you enjoy our courses.
On this slide, I'm going to talk you through some of our graduate opportunities. Graduates who have left our Sports Studies programme have gone on to find teaching roles or undertake PGCEs for primary, secondary, further or higher education teaching roles. We've got a couple of examples there on the screen. Over to our sports coaching column. We are fortunate enough to have some graduates operating across lots of different sports, from netball to football, basketball, hockey, and they are in a variety of different contexts, from participation, youth development or elite roles. On the screen here we've got a couple, Thomas Baker, who's a high performance basketball coach. We've got Luke, who works as an academy coach, and we've got Dan Smith, who is a first team performance analyst at Norwich City.
Hello again, Dr. Mike Callan here, talking about the graduate opportunities that occur as a result of completing the degrees in sports development or sports business management. These are very, very successful degree programs, and let's be honest, the primary reason that students follow a higher education undergraduate program is to come out at the end and employable in their chosen industry and able to follow their dream job, essentially. So from our sports development graduates, we've put 4 of them up on the slide here. Charlie's working with the Heart Sports Partnership as a project officer, working on projects such as Lives Not Knives. Kirsty is with England Athletics. She's a pathway officer helping support the talent pathway in track and field. Courtney is working at Active Essex, which is much more around participation agenda for the population in that county. And Rihanna Mystery is working with Sported as a project officer, looking at various sports development projects. Some of those funded, for example, through Comic Relief. If we look at the graduates from the Sport Business Management degree, we've got 3 examples there. Alex working for the International Management Group in tennis. That's a world-renowned sports management consultancy with a number of top athletes and top tennis players in their portfolio, acting as agents essentially. Gavin's working with BT Sport, the TV company. He's their marketing manager. And Joe is working for for Stevenage Football Club. He's the head of their foundation and overseeing some of their work out in the community. That's just a snapshot of some of the incredible roles that some of our graduates go on to do, and we're very, very proud of them. Thanks for watching.
Hi everybody. So I wanted to talk to you about study abroad. I think being able to study abroad is a great opportunity for our students. Personally, I've previously worked in Australia and Zambia, and it's provided me with really invaluable experience, and to be honest, was just great fun. At UH, there are opportunities to study in numerous countries. So this would involve being students at UH as per everyone else at level 4 and 5, and then going abroad for either one semester or the whole year after level 5 before coming back to complete level 6 at UH. So me being away at university for 4 years altogether, but there aren't any student fees a year abroad, which is great. So we currently have students in Australia, and next year we've got students in the US, in Canada, and also in Australia. If this is something that potentially interests you, these students are always happy to share their stories, and there's lots of support, both financially and also to find out more about these opportunities, complete your application forms, all that kind of thing at UH. So it's a wonderful opportunity that I hope you will take up.
One of the more recent initiatives brought in by the University of Hertfordshire is the Go Hearts Award. The Go Hearts Award encourages students to graduate with more than just a degree during their time at the University of Hertfordshire. The Go Hearts Award rewards students for their volunteering outside of the institution and their other opportunities with regards to experience external to the institution. This Go Hearts Award is established through the personal tutor system on the Sports Studies portfolio of degrees, which you will be assigned to within your first week at the institution. You'll be assigned a personal tutor, and your personal tutor will be responsible for monitoring your progress on the Go Hearts Award scheme. The idea of this scheme is that by the end of your 3 years at the institution, you will graduate with a Go Hearts Award as well as your degree certificate and your classification. Go Hearts Award is categorised into 3 areas. So it's a bronze award, which is rewarded for 100 hours of volunteering over your 3 years. Your silver award, which is 200 hours over your 3 years. And your gold award, which is obviously for 300 hours over your 3 years. This is highly encouraged in the area of sport and sport health and exercise, and we will be encouraging you from the start to get involved with this scheme to graduate with a Go Hearts Award as well as your degree by the end of your time at the university.
I hope you're enjoying our presentation so far. We would now like to focus on the staff expertise in our team. Each member of staff has a unique profile which consists of teaching, research, consultancy and commercial activity. I'm going to hand you over now to Professor Elizabeth Pike to start us off.
I'm Professor Elizabeth Pike and I'm the Head of Sport, Health and Exercise at the University of Hertfordshire. Most of my work is in the sociology of sport, and in particular I focus on the ways in which sport and physical activity can increase diversity and social inclusion. I'm primarily focused on increasing opportunities for women and older adults in sport. I'm the past president of the International Sociology of Sport Association, the co-founder of the Anita White Foundation for Women in Sport and the Global Women's Sports Leadership Academy, and I've been elected to be a fellow of the RSA. Earlier in my career I was actively involved in competitive sport, particularly swimming and rowing, and I coached swimming for many years, although latterly I'm more likely to be found just gently canoeing down a river or enjoying hiking in the local Hertfordshire countryside.
Hello everyone, my name's Dr. Mike Callan and I'm an Associate Professor in the Department of Psychology, Sport and Geography, and I've been asked to talk to you today a little bit about my engagement in the Sport Studies programme and some of my research interests. Previously I used to work for the London 2012 Organising Committee for the Olympic and Paralympic Games. and then after that I ran my own international sports consultancy for a number of years before joining the University of Hertfordshire. My research interests are mainly around coach-athlete relationships and judo, and I also research issues such as head injuries in sport and safeguarding in sport. I'm the editor for the International Journal of Sports Science and Coaching, and I'm also the president of the International Association of Judo Researchers. My involvement in the sports studies program is mainly on the final year work experience module, and also I have a management role within the team. I'm very much looking forward to meeting you all in September, and good luck with your coming studies and sporting endeavours. Thank you.
Hiya, it's Lena here again. So for the purpose of this slide, I'll be focusing a bit more on myself and my journey. So I guess to start with, I'm the programme lead for our Sports Studies degree portfolio here at the University of Hertfordshire. I'm also studying a PhD looking at county lines, gang and knife crime. And this particular topic is of real interest to me, and it links really well to my Masters I completed a few years ago, as you can see on the screen, entitled The Educative Role of Sport for Socially Disengaged Young Black Men. I more recently presented some of my findings at a conference. So for the actual degree itself, I mainly teach on the Sociology of Sport modules. So what that might consist of for you as a student in terms of being on some of my modules, at level 4, that will be Sports as a Social Global Phenomena, and at level 5, that will be the module Exploring Sports Ethics. I often supervise a large amount of students at level 6 for Sociology of Sport based research. So away from the universities, I've had a vast amount of experience within various different educational settings, including primary, secondary, FE, and I've been at the university for 5 years. I have a real passion for education and learning, and I really look forward to meeting you in September and to be able to engage with some of the Sociology of Sport modules as you progress through the course.
Hi everybody, so just to talk about myself and my research in a bit more detail. So my research has largely focused on increasing sport participation for underrepresented population groups, looking at sport for social change and also sport diplomacy, all of which you'll learn more about on our modules. The first picture you can see on the left-hand side is of one of my papers on understanding sport participation for older adults. The picture on the right-hand side represents some research data I collected last year. So every year I evaluate a Sport for Social Change project for the Heart Sports Partnerships, who are one of our partners. This is for a programme called Fit, Fed and Read, which is a holiday programme for primary school kids who are on free school meals. So it provides them an opportunity during the holidays to be physically active, in addition to be given a free healthy meal, learn more about healthy eating, and also an opportunity to visit the libraries and reading. For this research, we asked the children what their favourite part of the programme was, and this is what one kid drew. So at UH, there are opportunities to work at this type of programme, in addition to supporting this research project. So for my research, I work with a number of international colleagues, so a number of different colleagues in Australia, and I'm also doing a piece of work at the moment with a colleague in Malaysia. My research is often largely industry focused as well, so I research on behalf of different sport development organisations to try and improve programmes.
My name is Dr. David Kotthaus. I'm a lecturer for sport business management here at the University of Hertfordshire. My research interests are mainly located in sport facility management and in strategic sport planning for sport organizations and sport clubs. As you can see on the picture, there are two of my books I've published so far. On the left one is my PhD, which is related to sport facility management for universities, whether those can use their sport facilities as a revenue stream. And the one besides it is about neighborhood sport facilities within a European Union project. Prior to my PhD in sports management, I have obtained 2 masters, The first one at the German Sport University Cologne in Sport and Media Communication, and the second one in Sport Planning and Administration at the University of Jyväskylä in Finland, where I also made my PhD. Actively, I'm very interested in endurance sports, such as rowing and racing bicycle. And now I'm looking forward to see you later on here at the University of Hertfordshire. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dr. Christopher Brown. I am a lecturer in sports development at the University of Hertfordshire. I'm also a level 5 year tutor, so I'm a point of contact for all level 5 students in the second year. I'm also the lead for SIMSPA, which means Chartered Institute for the Management of Sport and Physical Activity. My expertise is in disability sport participation. So I did my PhD looking at the London 2012 Paralympic Games and the sport participation legacy that resulted from that event. So I have interest and expertise in mega sporting events, as well as disability sport participation. And so that can be seen on the screen with the articles that I've recently written, including an article for The Conversation, which focuses on why the Paralympic Games may not be the best route for increasing participation amongst disabled people. I've done a sports management master's, and I've also studied marketing at undergraduate level, so I have quite a range of sports development knowledge and expertise. And also recently I've become a member of the Fans for Diversity guidance group, which is a national initiative between Kick It Out and the Football Supporters Federation, which aims to encourage diversity amongst football fans and to celebrate inclusion and to make football a more inclusive and diverse game, which is reflective of wider society. So I'm really happy and proud to be involved in that national initiative. Thank you.
Hi again, so I've already introduced myself, but I am Danny Buckley and I'm the current level 4 year tutor for the Sports Studies portfolio of degrees. So I am in charge of ensuring that everybody has a successful and comfortable first year when they enter the degree at the University of Hertfordshire. A little bit of background about myself. I'm actually a member of alumni from the university, so I studied on a sports studies degree from 2012 and I graduated with a first class honours. I stayed on at the university to do a master's degree, and I've now taken the final step towards doing a PhD at the university. My PhD and my area of interest is actually working in connection with Watford Football Club. And we have designed a project designed to enhance the lives of people living with dementia. So I'm studying the use of something that we call reminiscence therapy in an attempt to improve the social lives and the social interactions of people within the ageing population who have an interest in Watford Football Club.
So hi, it's Rebecca again. I'm just going to take you through my staff in focus profile. I hope you're enjoying our presentation thus far. So you already know I'm the admissions tutor. I also teach on the sports coaching degree here. I wanted to take some time just to tell you a little bit about my work outside of the university. I've got a lot of high performance sports coaching experience. I've got my UEFA A licence and my FA Advanced Youth Award, so my level 4 football qualifications at level 4. I also hold my BSc in sports coaching. I'm currently undertaking my PhD at the University of Hertfordshire, where I am looking to specialise within the field of elite sports coach mentoring programmes. I have a number of publications out in this area at the moment. I have 2 on the screen. So the first one there is an analysis of the value of multiple mentors in formalised elite sports coach mentoring programs. And the second one there is exploring formalised elite sports coach mentoring programs in the UK. We've had to play the game. Mentoring is an area I'm really passionate about, and as an extension of that, I've begun to start to research within the field of female sports coach experiences in formal coach education and looking to really bring about change and improve our experiences of those programs. I've worked for a number of football clubs or organisations as a sports coach, London Bees, Millwall, Oxford, Watford in the boys academy there, and as part of the FA national camp programme.
Hi again, I hope you're enjoying the presentation so far. So I'm now going to talk to you about the innovative Life Medical Sciences Academic Support Unit. I'm actually an academic member of staff that sits in this unit, and it's designed to support students from all years across all courses within the School of Life and Medical Sciences, academically and pastorally. So there's 3 members of staff that sit in the academic support unit currently. And the key intention of the unit is to allow students to drop in or attend workshops to gain support on aspects of their academic studies that they are struggling with. We see many first year students that access this support and use this support to enhance their grades or to pick themselves up from some, let's say, negative feedback during their studies. Commonly, students that are struggling with essay writing, academic writing, essay structure, and referencing and presenting work come to see the academic support unit to access the members of staff in there and seek support on and guidance on those aspects of their studies that they're struggling with. The academic support unit has now been running for 2 full academic years. And it's now fully staffed and looking to enhance the offerings that they offer for the next academic year. So if you're studying at the University of Hertfordshire on a sports studies degree, you're within the Life and Medical Sciences School, and you have the opportunity to access this support whenever you need it during your studies.
At the university, student well-being and happiness and health is very important to us. And so at the university we offer well-being services for individuals who have disabilities, those who are having mental health challenges or experiencing specific personal issues and difficulties. There are counselling services available. We also have mental health services available for students who are experiencing anxiety or stress or other issues that are contributing to poor and ill mental health. So rest assured, if you're at the University of Hertfordshire, we support you and we offer services to help your well-being. And there also is an active student programme which is free activities which aim to encourage increasing physical activity, which can also contribute to good mental health. So we not only offer the well-being services that are located on this slide, but also extracurricular activities to boost mental health and also your physical activity.
Hello again. I've been asked to talk to you a little bit about the Sports Scholarship Programme at the University of Hertfordshire. And the first thing I would say is that Hertfordshire takes sport very seriously. And if you're interested in sport and you intend to come and study here, then I would say that's a pretty good choice, to be honest. So in terms of the scholarship programme, that's managed by a colleague of mine, Hannah Darling. She works within the Sports Training Village, and we work with them very closely. So we have a number of focus sports, particularly netball, basketball, futsal, women's football, and also we have a number of individual athletes on scholarship programs. Our performance athletes receive strength and conditioning support, physiotherapy support, and so on, and they also have a specialist personal tutor who tries to support them juggling the 2 demands on their life. And currently that's me. I have a background as a coach, and 2 of the athletes that I've worked with previously have won Olympic medals. So I think I'm well placed to support those of you with sports scholarship needs. So I do look forward to meeting you in September and helping you to pursue your sporting ambitions. Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is the last time you guys will hear from me as part of this presentation. If you are interested in applying for us, making us your first or your second choice for this academic year, then please visit www.go.herts.ac.uk for further information on our courses. If you are looking to apply on UCAS, our institution code for the University of Hertfordshire is H36. Our course codes are on the screen. For BSc Sports Development, it's C621, Sports Coaching C610, Sport Studies C602, Sport Business Management N880, or last but not least, Sport Studies with Psychology C603. For further information, you're welcome to come and contact me as the admissions tutor. My email is on the screen, r.savyuk@hearts.ac.uk. If you want further general admissions related support, the number's on the screen. And lastly, if you would like to talk to our programme leader, Lena Hatchett, then you're looking for l.m.hatchett2@hearts.ac.uk. And lastly, I know on behalf of all the staff, we would absolutely love to have you here with us at the university come September, and all of the staff team are looking forward to welcoming you and meeting you for the start of semester. For now, stay safe.
Thanks, Rebecca. So as your programme lead, this is the last slide from me. I wanted to thank you. Thank you for joining us on our virtual talk. Thank you for looking at some of our courses and showing an interest in the University of Hertfordshire. On behalf of my colleagues and the whole staff team, we can't wait to see you in September.